Greetings, folks. I'm Dan Mack.
I'm Chris Mack.
And we are here for another episode of Shred Shack Tries. Today we're doing coffee, and the coffee we've chosen is from Concept Cafes and Max and Igor Cavalera, the Blood Brothers brand. Alright, so here we have the Blood Brothers blend here, put together on 5/11, fresh. It is currently June 26th. 25th, whatever, it doesn't matter. Now, tasting notes say brown sugar, chocolate, and cherry.
Nice.
So we're going to look for these notes as we taste it. Gives you a process information which is natural and patio drying. Presumably, it is natural, and then people put the beans out on a patio and dry them. Pretty dope. In the sun.
I like it.
Presumably. Again, not familiar with that, but please enlighten us thereafter. It says varietal, which is yellow catuai.
Not familiar with that particular terminology there.
No, I would assume maybe that's the type of bean. But Brazil Natural Legender. It's already got legend in the title, so we're hoping for good things here. We gotta point out that we love the art.
The art is pretty awesome.
It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, love that.
So yeah, it's pretty sweet. So first, let's take a
whiff of these beans here.
Yeah, these got. I opened this up for the first time last night. I can't say I have a scent for any of the tasting notes yet, but again, they're tasting notes.
So. Well, definitely, it smells like coffee, but it smells like I can definitely sense like a little bit of like dark chocolate, like cocoa bean type smell. It does smell a touch sweet, maybe a little bit of the cherry in there. I wonder if
the actual coffee itself does have a nice scent to it. Give that a scent.
Yeah. It also looks like a medium to light roast because the beans are not that dark.
Yeah, and we'll get the info out of the way right now because we say it every freaking time. I prefer light to medium. He prefers medium dark to dark. Yep. So we're kind of split on that end, but we meet in the middle when it comes to medium.
Yeah.
So if this will be a medium, the beans themselves don't look like they're super dark, so I would presume this is going to be somewhere along the lines of a medium.
Yeah, plus the color of the coffee itself seems to be a little bit on the lighter side.
Yeah, but not too light that you're thinking it's going to be a light blend. So,
yeah, we're not drinking motor oil, but
now
it's a little bit lighter.
We went back to doing this cold brew after doing a few hot episodes, because we want to be able to taste it a little bit better. And so we are going to give this a shot. This, unfortunately, has only been brewing for, what is it?
Less than 24, huh?
Yeah, it's 11:30 now as we record this. I put it together at 5 o'clock yesterday, so give it about 6 hours of room temperature and then about 12 hours of regular brew time. Wait!
I'm sorry, but get on this right now. It is good. Like immediately good.
Stop talking, start drinking.
Thank you, Lindsay, off camera.
Okay. So definitely a medium range for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
For sure. But I definitely got that sweetness of like the cherry like almost right away. Like it's like a dark cherry, which also like kind of goes in like the color when you put it into this white mug looks very like a dark cherry, like a dark forest cake kind of cherry.
I can see that.
Yeah, right.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the kind of taste I'm getting too. Is like a black forest cake taste in the coffee.
Yeah.
And that's my favorite cake. So that's like this is super good right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I feel like I can get a little bit of the cherry to it. Yes. Again, like chocolate's a different kind of thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Just because like I'm not the biggest fan of chocolate. I know that like a lot of times people go for particular types of milk chocolate, dark chocolate, all that kind of stuff. I don't have one particular inclination, so it's not like I have a taste for it overall. But I definitely can have a little sense of cherry in here. I'm like wondering if some of that may be underlying brown sugar aspect. But I don't know if I'm making that up to myself.
I happen to be a particular fan of dark chocolate, and there's one particular chocolate bar that I get from our local grocery store that has dark chocolate and cherries in it, and that's what this coffee very much reminds me of. And it's particularly good. That's like one of my favorite chocolate bars out there. So that's what's driving my like for this coffee. I also wonder, because I think they talk about sometimes with wine how, like, of course the wines don't have like the particular flavors that people are talking about. It's not like, there's like plums in the wine, maybe grapes and stuff like that. They talk about how, like, just the way that the combination of like the grapes and the way it's fermented and stuff like that can bring out these tastes in your taste buds where they're not necessarily present. And one of it's very similar to how like coffee's made, because obviously, like, you're not seeing chunks of cherry in here,
No.
and stuff like that. But they still have that cherry taste, which is really cool. And it's unlike tea, where like when they say that these tastes are in there, you can actually see it in the tea leaves. Like you see, like, the anise or whatever it's in there, the cloves that are in this tea. That's where you're gonna get these tastes from. But for coffee, I think it's a little bit different.
Yeah. See, again, like, just going back to what I was saying, it's like I feel like for the most part it's smooth. Like I'm not sitting here like rearing back, but as I did my lengthy sip right here and just kind of steadily brought it into my mouth, let it taste and everything, there was a kind of a latent bitterness which may come from that chocolate note. Because like there is still that like after a while I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. It's coming.
Yeah. Yes, I can see that.
Yeah. So I'm wondering, because again I typically drink a 1 to 3 cups a day with almond milk and a sweetener of some kind, and I'm wondering, like, okay, what kind of base will this provide for that? Because the last one we did, like, every time I have it as just a base coffee, it is fantastic. Like it's like I remember, like, oh crap, I just had a different coffee than what I'm normally having, and it tastes really good. So I'm wondering what kind of presence this is going to have in that regard.
Yeah, with like a sweetener and a creamer kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that might make it very interesting. That's for sure.
Yeah, but like I filled up the grinder with the beans, like, to the top, and put it all into the thing. So this is like a full grinder's worth of coffee in here. So I'm definitely going to, when I finish doing this video and everything, I am going to have a full-on legitimate cup with my sweetener and all that good stuff. And I'll be able to know then how much more I like it and everything. But as it stands, just straight black in tasting it, I'm pretty content with it. I'm not overly wowed by it, but I'm very pleased with it, and I have a feeling I'm going to be very content when I'm sitting there and drinking this in the mornings, just saying, like, it's a good day.
Yeah. There's 2 things I would like to see. Like, if I was to try this again, I would like to try it hot.
Yeah.
See how it tastes hot, and then I would also like to have it brewed a little bit longer.
Yes.
In cold brew, see how that tastes.
I think that may have been one of our shortfalls here, was making sure that it was brewed longer.
Yeah.
We may have gotten a little bit more of the tasting notes out of it. That may have been our fault. So, of course, we can only do as much as we recall. Unfortunately, we didn't want to postpone this video, but it is for what we get out of it thus far. It is good.
Yes, I'm a fan.
I'm very happy.
I'm a fan.
So, not that we're normally disappointed or anything like that, but this is definitely on the above average end.
Yeah, I was gonna say this is a little higher tier than some of the other stuff we tried.
Yeah, so definitely looking forward to seeing what I can do with this in the future. Maybe throwing it into a smoothie.
Yes.
But that pretty much sums it up. Again, this is the Blood Brothers blend from Max and Igor Cavalera. You can find it on Concepts Cafe. They are the same company that did Cannibal Corpse's coffee.
Nice.
So check them out, give it a try and everything. One day in the future, we will be doing that Cannibal Corpse coffee. We do have a bag of it. When that will happen, can't guarantee because of how much coffee I have available to us. We shall see, but I don't even know what our next one's going to be. I think our next one is a tea again.
Nice.
Because that's the roundabout. But maybe we'll change that.
You never know. We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know.
We don't know anymore. But either way, so until then, go check this out. Concepts Cafe, Blood Brothers, Max and Igor Cavalera. Of course, brothers.
Brothers.
That's us. Until next time, I'm Dan Mack.
I'm Chris Mack.
And we like coffee.
I thought you forgot our tagline.
That is our tagline. We are the slime and we like coffee.